Hello and welcome to this week's edition of CTN Community Update. Voters in the Anoka-Hennepin School District will head to the polls next week to determine the future direction of District 11. Two referendum questions are on the ballot. CTN's Jordan Rylance has details.
We're very excited at Coon Rapids High School for the opportunity to have this vote for our school and for our community.
The largest school district in the state is making its largest request ever to voters to build a better future for Anoka-Hennepin students.
We service 230,000 community members and almost 40,000 students, so that cost per student for the district is pretty low.
When voters head to the polls, they will be presented with two ballot questions. The first question asks for $9.5 million a year plus inflation for 10 years to fund staff for new schools and spaces, along with dealing with class sizes. The second question would authorize the issuance of $249 million in bonds for construction of new schools and improvements at existing buildings. One question cannot pass without the other's approval. According to District 11, approval of both questions would cost the average homeowner $11 a month. District 11 plans to address large class sizes and security improvements at schools, specifically at Coon Rapids High School, the oldest building in the district.
We're at the south end of Coon Rapids High School, right near the student parking lot, and this is the door behind me where the majority of our students come into school. This is one of the things our community said to address, is to have secure entrances. And we're about 200 yards from the main office. If the voters approve this levy on November 7th, the main office will be on the south end of the building right over here, and all these students will come in a big formal entrance right by the main office and a secure entrance, as well as all of our visitors during the day.
This will be the new entrance to the high school. We're right outside the auditorium entrance, and over here would be the new entrance coming in for the school. The kids park closest to this area in our building, and so this would bring the student parking lot very close to our to the main entrance to the building.
The proposal also calls for the construction of two new elementary schools, one in Blaine and one in Ramsey, as well as improvements at all existing schools in District 11, including removing all 62 portable classrooms and creating permanent space for growing enrollments.
So 7 force is the X value.
For CTN Community Update, I'm Jordan Rylance.
The superintendent says with early voting, more than 1,000 people have already cast a ballot. Half of the Anoka-Hennepin School Board is also up for re-election. In District 3, which represents southwestern Coon Rapids, Champlin, and Dayton, incumbent Bill Harvey will be facing a challenge from Jessica Geisler. In District 4, Anna Dirkswager and Brian Herda are vying for the open seat as William Fields isn't seeking re-election. District 4 represents northern Andover, Ham Lake, Now Then, Oak Grove, and northeastern Ramsey. And in District 6, which covers northern Coon Rapids and southern Andover, incumbent Jeff Simon is running unopposed. To find out where you vote, log on to the district's website at ahschools.us and be sure to tune into CTN on election night for all of the results. The first dusting of snow of the season is a reminder that winter is upon us. And as of November 1st, the winter parking ban is in effect in Coon Rapids. That means no parking on any city street between the hours of 2 and 6 a.m. and also anytime there's a snowfall of 3 or more inches until the streets are plowed curb to curb. The winter parking ban continues through April 1st. This is also a good time to remind everyone that the city has a hotline set up during the winter which gives updates on snow plowing activities. All you need to do is call 763-755-2880 and choose option 3 from the menu. A new recording is posted after any snowfall of 3 or more inches. The snow plowing updates are also posted on the city's Facebook page, along with the city website. Progress continues on construction at the newest park in the city. This week, crews paved trails at Boulevard Park, which is located adjacent to the Coon Rapids Ice Center. Workers still need to plant trees and do other landscaping work. In addition to a playground, the park features a 60-foot diameter splash pad. Some of the above-ground elements for the water feature won't be installed until the spring, which is when the park will open. Toothpaste, deodorant, and canned food. Those were just some of the items Coon Rapids High School students were looking for when they went trick-or-treating on Halloween. This is the 4th year DECA students and others have participated in the We Scare Hunger project. Instead of trick-or-treating for themselves, students go door-to-door collecting items for the high school food shelf. Over the years, participation has grown from just a couple of students to more than 100.
And it's wonderful because it is really student-led, and it was a student who came up with the idea and they just ran with it, and that's That's what we want our students to do, and this year was it was amazing kind of standing there and seeing them all bringing in all these food items and knowing that the numbers went from the first year of 4 into year 4 to 125 was awesome.
The food donations are still coming in, but so far more than 3,600 items have been donated to the We Scare Hunger project this year. Organizers hope to get even more students involved next year. Unseasonably cold weather took a toll on this year's crowd size at the Grand Day Parade in the Halloween capital of the world. The parade, billed as the largest in Minnesota, usually attracts about 80,000 people to downtown Anoka. But parade organizers say this year's crowd was about a third of the usual size. Still, the diehard parade goers who went weren't disappointed by all the floats, bands, and of course the candy, which, after much debate, was handed out after all at the Halloween parade. If you were in the mood to shop and save money, there were lots of deals to be found this week at the annual event put on by local seniors. The Bazaar and Flea Market, sponsored by the Super Senior Club, took over the Coon Rapids Civic Center on Thursday. By some accounts, it was the biggest bazaar ever for those looking for handcrafted items, as well as cheap, used items, collectibles, and antiques.
We had an exceptionally high amount of donations this year. And so our flea market area was very crowded, and we had lots of bargains, and people come for that. They come for the baked goods, they come for the Christmas room, the books.
This is the largest fundraiser of the year for the Super Senior Club. Proceeds from the bazaar go to help support the needy in the community. Each year, the Senior Club makes donations to area food shelves, gives scholarships to high school seniors, and grants to nonprofit groups. And that's going to bring us to the end of today's show. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here again next week.